Yes, it's a resource that's renewable, but only if we take care of it. If we don't take care of our resource, it'll let us down.
We have these beautiful forests, and as human beings, we've been managing them forever. So we're just adding on to that history, that shared human history of managing natural resources.
One of the most rewarding parts is knowing that the work that you're doing is actually making a difference.
It's really fascinating to me. You can do something today that you won't see the implications of for 40, 50, 100 years.
It makes me really happy that I'm going to contribute something to the development of what happens with all the trees around here.
I think that there's such a huge and supportive community of people in the forest sector, and it's been a very rewarding experience being able to work with so many different people with so many different skill sets.
It's my place, it's my home. It's where I feel the best.
That thing that we have in common is a love for the great outdoors.
My name is Storm Robinson.
My name is Janaea Smith. Some people call me Jay.
My name is Levi Shaw.
My name's Elizabeth White.
My name is Haley McGee.
My name is Pamela Hurley-Poitras.
And I work for the Northern Hardwoods Research Institute. My current position is the Manager of Knowledge Mobilization, but I'm also a research forester there.
And my job title is Research Forester.
I'm a master's student at the University of New Brunswick in partnership with the Northern Hardwoods Research Institute.
I'm currently a graduate student.
And I am a grad student at the University of New Brunswick.
And I'm the Research and Development Manager for NHRI in the drone pilot.
The most rewarding part about being in the field of forestry would definitely be just knowing that what I'm doing is contributing to current research, but also contributing to the future of forest research. And I definitely see myself being a part of that for many years to come.
Forestry today is important to me because I truly believe and value sustainable forest management. I think balancing those economic, social, and environmental goals is of utmost importance for our entire society.
Just getting to see all the diversity that this province has to offer on a pretty regular basis is something I'm really grateful for.
This is like a path that we can take our forests into the future, kind of using something that I did, so it's very rewarding, and it reminds me that, yeah, this is kind of like the right thing.
What's really rewarding is when it all comes together in the end. It starts off, it's a mess, and everything's everywhere, and then you kind of clean it up and put everything into their little boxes, or you present a tool to stakeholders, woodlot owners, and show them, okay, well, this is the tool that we've developed for you. This is what's going to help you manage our forests better.
Something that makes me really proud to be a part of the forest sector here in New Brunswick is just the community, I think. You have a lot of different groups, and sometimes with a lot of different interests, and they want to do the best they can for the forest. That's something that I think is really cool, especially about a small province like New Brunswick.
It does have a big impact for the future because I'm giving my knowledge to the young people. I'm guiding them.
I think people don't really realize how much really goes into this industry. It's not just like guys with chainsaws cutting down trees. There's a lot of thought and science and systems-based thinking that goes into it.
Or you're trying to make a prescription almost for a forest stand. So you want to analyze what do you currently have, and you want to find ways to, in essence, make it better, but for a specific goal.
It bridges the gap a lot of the time between science and academia and industry.
Having this large data set and being able to look at changes over such a long period of time, I think that will be really valuable and be able to contribute to future management decisions when it comes to managing hardwoods.
I was born and raised in New Brunswick, so these woods, this land means a whole lot to me. So being able to learn and do something meaningful with my career and with my degree, it really means a lot to me. And that was a huge goal when it came time for me to pick what program I wanted to go into, was where do I feel like I can make the most meaningful impact, and this was it.
I didn't always know that I would wind up in forestry, but looking back, it's no surprise that I did.
When I first was introduced to forestry, I loved the quiet of the woods and being away from the busyness of the city. And you know, trees don't talk back and they don't give you any trouble.
Really, the two things I knew were I wanted to get outside and kind of, you know, just go places for work, and geography has always kind of been like my thing, like maps and stuff. Working with the trees, that sounds kind of fun. So yeah, I went to college for forestry, eventually moved on to UMB, did my master's, and yeah, I think I was right about it being fun. So.
I went back to school as a mature student. I was a single mom, and I knew that I needed to do something different with my life, so I went to the college in my hometown, which is back in Ontario, and it's the School of Environmental Sciences, Fleming College, and I started there with the forestry technician diploma, and I just fell in love right away, you know, learning to identify trees and rocks and soils, and the introduction to GIS and technology in forestry, and everything that comes along with it, especially silviculture and really in-depth science on how trees grow and work together as a community.
My path to forestry has not been all that linear. I definitely did not see myself in this position early on. I actually started my undergrad journey in the environmental management program at UMB. And that my first summer as a student, I actually got a job in the field of forestry, and I really, really enjoyed it. And so I decided to add that into my education. And so I was able to get both perspectives there, and I'm very, very glad that that's the route that I took.
Always been in forestry. This is my 30-something year. And forestry it's almost like something that came to me and not me to it. I cannot remember if I had to choose between two careers. Forestry has always been my thing, yeah. Don't go because you love hunting, please. Go because you have a passion for nature, a passion for how the trees evolve, how the ecosystem evolves. You know, everything is attached to one another, and have a passion for that.
I think as my first experience working in the field of forestry, I was surrounded by lots of men. So I think I'm quite proud to be a role model for future female students entering the field.
Most people would probably think about like kind of the industrial side of it, but like there is that, but there's also like the research side, which we do with NHRI. There's the conservation side, which you can do with all the parks. Like there's so many different paths for so many different interests that if you're interested in forestry at all, you can probably find something that you would really like to do.
I know a lot of people think that, oh, I must have to really, really love the outdoors to want to study forestry or go in a career, but there's different types of careers in forestry all over. You've got the operations and management aspect, or like what I do is more geomatics. So I get to be kind of techie with it. So if you're perhaps even a techier person, there's a whole career path for you there. There's a career path for just about anything.
So many different avenues that you can take in it. There's the sciences, like what I do, you know, modeling. There's GIS and mapping. You know, at our company we have drone pilots. There are people who work in policy and making new rules and practices. There's so many avenues you can take that I would be surprised if there wasn't at least one thing that could be for you.
For any young person, and especially women, as I'm a big advocate for women in forestry and environmental management, Whether you like people or like the quiet of the woods, you'll find a place in forestry. So if you're interested in that kind of career, I say go for it.
Yeah, I guess it's just like the one thing I wish more people understood was just how wide-ranging the whole industry of forestry is. Like, it's just like the reason I'd recommend people to get into it is because there's like so many different things. It's not just harvesting, it's not just conservation, it's not just research. Like it's like an entire web of like paths you can take.
I wish that more people knew about hardwood forestry and how important it is, especially in a New Brunswick context. Like, we love the forest more than anybody. So I really hope that forestry continues to be a strong career where you learn to balance those objectives and learn about economics and about environment and about the social side of things. And the forest means something to all of us. And
forestry is really just working with these big, complex systems. And so, in a way, you can consider it tinkering in the long term. And there's problems to be solved, there's systems to be innovated. That's kind of what drew me to it when I saw the bigger picture of that, you know.
Everyone has a hand in whether they know it or not, and it really means a lot to me that I get to be in the forefront of that.
When my work comes together, when I finally finish a project, I develop a tool, I come up with a solution, and I see it start to be implemented, you know, in the practice, like forestry practices in New Brunswick. That's what it's all about for me. And so when I see that happening, it gives me that reminder of why I do this work.
Hardwood silviculture is a huge passion of mine, so when I did get this job at NHRI, that is the moment that showed me I'm on the right path and that I'm doing what I was meant to do.
If NHRI wasn't there, I don't know who would be taking care of the hardwoods. You know, we're their voice. That's what NHRI is, the voice of the hardwood.